Hiya, John. Good session today. Hope you found it helpful. I'm just going to run through a couple of things I've discussed from the session. First and foremost, ball position. Creeping a little bit too far back here. I think maybe to try and stop that ball sort of slinging off to the left. The sort of theory of moving the head or moving the golf ball back kind of means that ball's going to be a little bit earlier and it might send off to the right. Unfortunately, obviously, that's going to tend to mean you're going to lean back a bit more now, as we'll see in this image, as you come with the golf ball. So the movement you had kind of was a bit of an anti-left movement, sort of fear for that hook. Setup again, apart from the balls, was pretty decent. Taking the club away nicely. Good turn at the top of the backswing. The feeling and the thought now is the only kind of focus you want to have is getting that left hip to bump towards that left side. We can see now it sort of starts moving that way. As we now start coming back into impact, everything now really just starts moving up and away this way. In your mind, trying to sort of block it out to the right or non-hook it. And you can see as you sort of come through here now, sort of on your tippy toes as you come through, leaning the spine back quite a lot. Left heel coming off the ground at this point now, both heels off the ground. Generally a sign they're sort of just trying to push out to the right, not really much rotation around that left side. And you can see now with the left arm very high on top, even at this point now the left arm hasn't bent and just hanging on for dear life, trying not to hook that golf ball. So what you need to have got to feel really is from sort of the setup position, if you think about it. The chest is aiming at the golf ball and the club is aiming at the golf ball. As you rotate back, the chest is aiming to the right there, or the right as you look, left as we look on the camera, and the club now is way above your head. So the club now has travelled a lot further relatively than the body. What I want you to focus on now is that movement to the left side with the hips and to try and beat the golf club back to the golf ball with that body rotating. So we're actually going to move more to the left and twist rather than sort of move a bit to the left, stop, and then just try and shove the ball as far right as you can using sort of more your hands and arms, sort of hold onto the club face. The only problem is with this movement, as I said, all it ends up doing is blocking the ball way to the right. Your path is still too far from the inside. And depending on what the club face is doing, you either sling it way left or it just blocks way out to the right. And every now and then, obviously you're a fairly decent player, you can control the club face to a point and the ball might go straight towards target. But from a consistency standpoint, John, it's just going to be too inconsistent and in some ways too destructive with the distance you hit the golf ball. So work on that body winning the race. As we said in the session, do a few kind of like chippy swings where you just chip the golf ball 20, 30, 40 yards, just trying to feel the body winning the race back to the golf ball, clearing that left side a lot quicker, stopping that club face kind of flipping over and turning over to the left. So I hope that makes sense. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, but I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers, John.